work is going to come out, okay, and the more satisfying it's going to be when you know your worth. All right. Having said that, I'm so proud of my sister. I'm proud of you too, Mo. But she does this every year, and like I said, we got to get it to a point where it runs itself, as opposed to her running it all the time. Okay, so let's get it in, man. This lady here, man, what can we say about her? She ain't cried yet, but she going to that Distinguished
She
Authors
part
Guild
of
this year. She
Distinguished
gonna cry
Authors
this
Guild.
year.
Yes, she's an grand
She gonna cry this year.
ambassador.
Yeah, she gonna cry this. We're gonna make her cry this year. If she wins, we're gonna man, look, we gonna make she cry this year. Okay? Anyway, before she wins, she every single week, man, every single week she throwing out these CEO nuggets. Everybody say what's up to Rachel
What's
Garrett.
up?
Hello, inductees. How we doing? How we doing there?
They got me here about to drop tears, girl. You know how hard it is to make me cry.
That's hard.
Very.
What's up, Leah?
Ooh, you have a bad connection, Rachel.
Never happening again.
Rachel, we didn't sit here nothing you just said.
So what I said, let's rewind. What I said, inductees, was that you guys gotta pause it when Gina crying because she'll go take a picture, frame it because it's never happening again.
That's right. You know it.
Next time.
You know it. It's not gonna happen again.
He rolling.
Man,
I don't know. He got a bad connection. Leave him in that corner. Leave him in that dark hole right there.
All right. Oh, now you go.
So what's going on in
y'all dropped him off the radar. Hold on 2 seconds. Let me cut my air on in here because it's hot in this house right now. Hold on 1 second.
Man, them nuggets gonna be them nuggets. She's still what they do to turn the nugget into gold. You gotta heat it up, don't you? You gotta heat it up to turn the nugget into a diamond.
Hey, that's the whole purpose. It's the whole purpose of us having this wonderful conversation every Thursday, taking the world's coal and turning it into diamonds so we can digest it and make it bling. That's what we do right here on Thursdays.
Go ahead.
That's right. Come on.
So how's you been treating you guys?
Oh man, busy. I'm gonna tell you, I went to the Ark and oh my goodness. If you and you know what everybody says on their bucket list, get it off your bucket list and go. It is so amazing.
Your pictures made it look amazing. Your mom looked genuinely surprised.
She was.
So I guess that whoever thought they had spoiled the surprise, she looked genuinely surprised. Like she was happy that she was there. She looked so overjoyed when you guys saw that video.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and that's what it's about.
Terrell said it's 103 degrees, and is it 103 in Texas?
Oh my God! The weather in Chicago. We were at 110, 115 all last week.
Now let me ask you a question.
Down here in Gary, though, we were 73 today.
Let me ask you a question. If they say it feels like 105, isn't that 105 degrees? I just asked it.
That's the same thing what I said about the wind chill, Mo. I said, I don't want to hear what the air temperature is. The second you tell me that with the wind gust, it's 40 degrees more, that's the temperature outside if I go out there.
Right.
That's what it feels like. That's what it is, damn it. You know?
That's what it is, right? When you step out there, you feel that.
That's right. So, I mean, you don't feel the temperature. You feel the temperature plus the heat index. That's what you feel when you walk out your door.
That's right. All that humidity.
Forget that. All that matters like. Really. So tell us, Rachel, what is it that we should be doing to elevate ourselves because of, and I'm talking in the sense of economics, because prices are higher. It costs more to go to the grocery store. Gas is higher. NIPSCO is higher. What should we do as business owners to stay grounded?
Oh, that was a powerful question. That was a powerful question. And I want to start by saying, acknowledging that the first thing is acknowledging that that's what's happening, and start setting your business up for the inflation. I mean, it doesn't matter what business we're in. We need to make sure that we are. So I'll say if we're doing anything with merchandising, we have to now start finding other sources. And you hate to hear what I'm going to say next about raising prices, but usually if something costs you more, it must cost other people more. It just is the truth. You can find more sustainable ways if in your business, like you were talking about, what Mo was talking about, that Gary actually has fuel underneath that old landfill. The same thing in some on the south side of Chicago. There's fuel there. A lot of it costs money to turn that into energy, and someone has to invest in those things. But there are certain things within your business you can start looking at things to eliminate waste. That's the first thing you do when you have a business and you notice that things are costing more. You start looking at your business and actually start eliminating things that you don't need to do any longer, things that you're doing because they are just part of a routine. You start reevaluating your business first and getting clear. So there's a possibility of you cutting costs, and as you cut those costs, you can keep your prices of your product the same, and it does not affect your consumer. However, it's about taking that time and first analyzing your business and seeing what you can do to make it where it's more cost effective for you, and still make it where it still is user friendly for your consumers.
Well, let me ask you this, and
this, Rachel,
this is the part that kind of grinds my brain sometimes. I think about what they're talking about on tariffs. I mean, is it pennies to us versus, the Japanese currency versus the American currency, and then you think, oh, they go charge us 15% more. Well, how much is it really on our bottom line? It's the question. And then have you did your due diligence and did what you need to do to make sure you had that rainy day fund back in the day, so when it starts raining, you got yourself covered on your business. I think, and as far as the other comment you was making about the methane gas and investment, the thing about that is they invest in gas every day when they do fracking. It's where it's at, Rachel. That's what it's got to, where it's located. If they want to invest in their community, that's what it boils down to. Anytime they can go over all west, whatever, and piss off all those people over there, and they got fire coming out of their daggone water pipes because they fracking over there, they could do it anyway.
Yeah, but I think that this is the thing, Mo. It goes to the statement of who wants to do it and who's going to put the money to do it, and us as a community, really, 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 really. And this is where
okay.
This is the part that people you don't want to hear, but I'm always always going to be honest with what we need to do, what we can do as a community. If in our backyard we have a way to save fuel, buy the land. First, build the economics to have the land, because a lot of things that we're looking for the government. I want to say this, and I'm gonna make it quick because I don't want to get into politics. But I say this: we always are looking to the government or looking to the people that we say are oppressing us to help us. If we start looking at our economics and start actually building our economics, then and utilizing our economics for our communities to grow, then we would have sustainable things in our community. We're looking for the same government. I got to say it this way so as we talk about it, we're understanding the same government that you say does not respect you. Right. You're looking to that same entity to bring stability to your neighborhood. When you think of it in that perspective, doesn't it make you think that if I can't count on them for stability, if I don't believe what they're saying right now, how do I believe that they're going to help my community that they care less about? I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying that we have to start building our resources and getting together. And because I want to say it this way: how do people buy 100-unit buildings? they get a group of people together and buy those buildings. Right. Normally it is not one investor. 20 times, I mean, we're gonna say 9 out of 10 is not one person who bought those buildings. It's a co-op or a syndicate. A syndicate is just a group of individuals who pull their money together, and one person is the head of that syndicate, and they file all the paperwork with the FCC. Guys,
sound like a gang to me.
But that's what the word itself is derived from the gang.
Yeah, that's right.
But the whole purpose is a group of individuals who have a common goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So if we're, as a group of individuals, have a common goal that we want sustainable living in our community, we can set a committee, get a 401c, get some investors in our community, and start making it happen. It sounds simple. It is. Stop the conversations about what we want and start the conversations about what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So Rachel, let me ask you this: when people get to a certain point, wouldn't it make sense to do a risk assessment on why things are happening adverse to the way that you think they should go?
I mean, I think that you could spend a lot of time determining why other people are doing the things that they're doing, as opposed to spending the time of figuring out what mindset is needed for us to do what we think we want to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, that's my honest opinion, because I'm a firm believer in coming up with a solution and not talking about the problem. I mean, and not making the problem my forefront. I mean, so the problem exists. If I continue talking about the problem every other day, how do I come up with a solution to that problem?
Mm-hmm.
So if I know there's a problem, let's talk about the steps, the solutions, and get some people involved who have that knowledge.
That's right. That's correct.
So you're saying get a collective, get a syndicate, as you call it,
but that's what it's called. That's what it's called.
No. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
That's what they call it.
I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying, I'm just using your term. We get a syndicate together, and we, instead of talking about what went wrong, let's get together and talk about what we can do to make it right. Correct?
Absolutely.
It's so crazy because I just had a conversation. I just had a conversation with my family, as we just had our family reunion 2 weeks ago, and a few of us got on the phone, and a lot went wrong. But we didn't talk about what went wrong. We actually came up with a plan on moving forward to get things back on track and make it better. We didn't talk about what went wrong because you can't change the past. So you have to go in and you can't change the past. So you have to look forward. I used to tell my children when they were growing up, never look behind because you're going to walk into a wall. Always look ahead. I like that. That is something I told my children growing up all the time. Because you know, and so we didn't talk about what went wrong at the reunion. We got together and we came up with some things. We're going to meet on the 13th, and we're going to talk about the things that we're going to do differently and how we're going to we're not going to have those same mistakes again.
That's what you're supposed to do. I mean,
I like what Terrell just put up.
Go ahead.
Up there, because
Pan-African economics.
So there actually is an organization that is working between African America and all surrounding, across the globe, that works together and is supposed to be building economics. It's found there's several people in Africa, several people in America that are working on that together. I see a lot of good things that come from it, but I don't see the unity that is going to be necessary for it to blossom. I know Dr. Umar Johnson is part of it. There's a couple other organizations that I know that are part of it. I pay close attention to things because there's a certain program that I want to make sure that I work with in the Chicagoland, Gary, Indiana area. where they're speaking about putting together a lunch program for the kids. I think that is a need as of now. Kids, I mean, a friend of mine was just had a conversation about the kids. It was like, do you remember when your classmates didn't have something and you gave them something at lunch? But if you think about that right now on a grander scale, there's a lot of kids that go to school and that is their first and only meal. Yeah. And so that's very troubling for me right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to work with an organization where I donate $1 from every one of my books to that foundation.
I think we're on the same page. I do the same with Alpha's Adventures. I donate to an organization called HUMS, and they work with foster kids coming out of foster care. You know, when they turn 18, they're on their own. And so they work with the foster kids turning 18, coming out of foster care and getting them set up in adulthood. And so every book that I sell, $1 goes to that organization off the top.
So how would you go about supercharging that? You know, making those funds available.
No, I was going to say charity starts at home, but go ahead.
But I mean, this is at home because that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, because right now I just remember being the kid who didn't have a meal, and that was where I got my first meal of the day. And that hits home for me because if it wasn't for school free lunch, I might not have eaten that day. And so having that less than nutritious, because the food has stopped being nutritious a while back. There were things that they were doing to it that wasn't making it as good, but we're not going that far right now. We're just getting to the point of getting food in people's mouths who actually will need that meal to be able to survive. So right now, I'm working with an organization, BRC. I want to donate $1 for every book that's sold. From now until forever, until we can at least bring a free lunch program, lunches to schools, people having to eat. Those are things that are important to me. People have a place to live and places to eat. That's on top priorities on my list.
Let's see here. They supply 2 meals a day, breakfast and lunch.
Yeah, we got breakfast and lunch as well. But I always just remember lunch because I would be getting my sister and brother ready, and then we would always miss breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I look forward to the lunch because they were playing in the mornings. I mean, we were all kids. We were all kids being kids, and we barely made breakfast, but we always made lunch. So it was a meal that we took that gave us nutrient for the next day. So we appreciated that, and I know I appreciated it.
Yeah. So but then aren't they cutting those programs?
Well,
aren't they cutting those programs?
Yeah,
they are.
The cool thing about it is that they're doing that, and you know that again, this comes from us not knowing our history. If you knew our history, you wouldn't be doing this stupid stuff. They wouldn't be doing it. But if you create this kind of I'm gonna say chasm in nutrition, this is gonna be a freaking disaster. It's gonna be a disaster. But it seems like it's being purposely done. Problem is, we're not the only one affected this time around. That's the problem. That's going to be the problem, rather. We're not going to be the only ones affected.
But right now, I hear that, Mo. I mean, I think that before, just as you said, there's a lot of poor people across all economics, all backgrounds, and there are a lot more. And I say this to just be funny, not to be funny, but to be honest. There are a lot of Black people who currently are living well above poverty level. The levels of poverty in the Black community are not as big as they used to be.
That's the truth.
With that being said, there's a lot less of our children in the school system who are looking for that meal. Yeah. There's still some, and I want to make sure those kids get a meal, but there is just not as many as it used to be.
Right, and like you said, it don't necessarily have to be Black folks, just poor folk. You know, folks that just can't do right now.
Right,
it's not permanent. Yeah. And with that explanation, me and Marianne have always been that right there. This is only temporary, baby. This is not permanent. So don't treat this as it forever. This is not it forever. This is only a stopgap. So the next step, when it's time to take the next step, you got enough strength to take it. And Absolutely. That's what me and Marianne do.
Love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like
that's a beautiful thing. Rachel, it's
what'd you say, Greg?
No, I was just gonna say, but go ahead. Finish what you're gonna say, Rachel.
No, I was just talking about the program. No, I was trying to hear what you were saying.
Both of you have a lag. And that's why you keep bumping heads. You both have a lag on both your ends.
Okay, Rachel. Okay.
I was waiting for Greg. Go ahead.
Bro.
He's probably frozen, so.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I ain't frozen. I'm sorry. I'm going through a zone here, so I apologize. I don't know what was said because I didn't hear nothing, but what I was going to say was, because we're at 7:53, Rachel, we got to get this last big nugget out, okay? Because this is what we do here on the show, man. We love the fact that, because I learned some things tonight, but I love the fact that, and this is why Jen and I started doing this, is because we want people to tell their stories. We want to know where you came from to get to where you got, where you are now. We want to know because it encourages other people to do the same thing. It can be done because someone has done it. I don't care where you started in life. It's where you finish in life that makes the difference, okay? So, Rachel, we got to get the finger pointers. I can't point the fingers today, okay? But we need them finger pointers and that hand exercise today, all right? So let's get it.
Okay. So I will say this, guys. At the end of the day, to make sure that you can get past this storm and of things that are going on right now, just as a business owner, look at your business, assess how your business is running, and find the leanest way for it to run. Find other avenues to get your products. If there's a tariff involved, understand how that tariff actually affects you. Do not allow the scare tactics of their tariffs to now start where you are panicking. You want to always be clear on what's going on. Look at what your products and where you purchase them from, and how you repackage them for your customer. If that is a actual physical product or if it is an actual service, either way, take a firm grip of what your business is offering and learn how to be lean with it. And doing that allows you to be empowered so you can grow your business. Economic times, people win in hardships and economic times when they are clear in what they're doing to be successful. And until next time, CEOs, when I'm right here on Dope Living TV for the Thursday CEO Nuggets with the National Radio Black Hall of Fame inductees, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You. CEOs. I got one last thing I want to say. If you want to contribute to helping me get books in the hands of individuals who are looking for success, I have a link for anybody who wants to be an affiliate. You get paid for every book that you sell, as well as allows me to assist BRC with providing those free lunches in the community. You want to make a difference? Be the change you want to see in the world.
Exactly. What you got, bro?
Oh, just like Sis said. I mean, if you want to see the change, you got to be the change. You got to make a change first. A lot of what she's saying is so true for as far. If you got to test your business out, if you got to do a test, I mean, that's what I meant to say, to make sure your business can get through stuff like this, and then look at the tariffs the way they actually are. I mean, 25% tariff can only probably mean it might even be 2.5 cents. You don't know. It depends on the merchandise and what are they basing it on. Are they basing it on the U.S. dollar, or are they basing it on the yen, or peso? You don't know. So don't just, when they say 25, 100% tariffs, don't just take it at face value, because you don't know which way that's going to go. Of course, it's going to be something that you're going to have to pass down to your customers. But if it's $1 or 15 cents, it ain't going to kill you. And, that could be a 50% tariff. You don't know. It might be their budget. Again, you got to find out which way those tariffs are going to affect you. If it's their money, then it's usually a lot less than what you think it is. Like, take the peso versus the dollar, the big difference. Big difference. Same thing with the yen dollar. Deutsche. all those currencies. So wherever it's coming from, it depends on the tariff. Sometimes it could be double, and it won't even it won't be that much. Take a look at what you're paying now versus what you're going to be paying in the future business, and actually make a decision.
Okay. Nuggets, Gina.
I ain't gonna lie, them tariffs kicked our butt. But we had to move differently. I mean, they have. So, but we have a business where we sell just about everything, and so some products we had to not restock because the tariffs were too high. I was trying to buy a remote for a ceiling fan. The doggone ceiling fan cost me $60, and they wanted to charge me $30 for the remote because it was coming from overseas. Guess what? I don't have a remote for that fan, y'all, at all. But we had to move differently with R&D discount distributors because we were buying products overseas, and the tariffs did hit us really hard. So there are two things we're doing differently. Prior to the tariffs, we were shipping our products online. People could buy them online, and we were shipping them everywhere. You know, wherever you were, we would ship our products. Well, not only did the tariffs hit, but I don't know if you know, but the postage went up too.
Yep.
And so that became it became a burden. So now what we're doing is we're trying to get people to buy locally, and we deliver the products to them so that we don't have to mail them, especially the larger products. We're also doing the marketplace where we're selling on site. We have our products right there on site, and we don't have to spend money on gas or postage. So when Rachel say, you know, you have to reevaluate, that's exactly what we did. We had to reevaluate and do things differently. Yeah, those tariffs are high for us. I mean, they might not hit other people that like you know, out the box like it did us, but I'm telling you, they hit us hard. And so we had to move in a different direction. And that's, you know, it's paying off for us the way we pivoted and changed the way we were doing.
And 14 karat gold toilet seats to do it every time.
Hey man, let me say this real quick. I was talking, I think it was last weekend with a group of people, and they were asking me what are my keys to success. I said, I don't know. I started doing what I know that I could do, that I felt I did better than anyone else, and I did it. All right. And I encourage them to, you know, and I asked the question, what do you do, or what do you feel that you do that's better than anyone else? Somebody said, man, I could juggle 3 balls real good and do some tricks with it. I said, are you making money at it? They said, nah, man, I just do that as a hobby. I'm like, you know, that's great, but I encourage anyone, you know, I say that to say I encourage anyone, think of what you do that you know that you're great at, all right? And try, you know, see, put it out there. I mean, nothing beats what did Dante say? Nothing beats a try, but
nothing beats a failure but a try.
Yeah,
nothing beats a failure for us.
I love that saying.
I love that saying. Man. Do your thing. Look, I had real quick. I started singing. I had a contract with Atlantic Records. Okay, that lasted a week. All right. After that happened.
Dang. You were that bad.
No, it was that they wanted somebody with name recognition. I mean, my song was getting played, but you know, after this group came out with name recognition, they said, "Hey, Greg, thank you, but no thanks." Okay,
I remember you telling
I came back
that.
and I said, "You know what? Yeah." I came back and I said, you know what? I want to be Don Cornelius, so I'm gonna start me on a dance show. Okay, I had the curls, it was right. Okay, I had all suits. Okay, and it was doing great, but I didn't know what I was doing. But I knew I could talk to people. I knew I could move people with the conversation. So then, after that happened, because somebody tried to take that from me, but the thing that one person told me was to make sure everything is copywritten, trademarked in your name, and I did that, and they couldn't take it. All right. Then I got the music video show, and from that music video show, I'm telling you, the rest is history. I understood my purpose. I understood my plan. People don't, and I was telling Gina this earlier, okay? Distinguished Artists Guild is so huge, but she don't know how huge it is, okay? Do not undervalue yourself. Know your worth, people. Know your worth, okay? And when you know your worth, you're good.
You know their work is big, though.
Good. You are good. Okay. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Bobby, you know, we love you. We can't wait to see you at the Distinguished Authors Guild. Steve, man, that's my guy. Can't wait to see you guys at the Distinguished Authors Guild Award Show. We're going to be there. All of us. Everybody you see right here going to be there. All right. Rachel going to cry that night. She crying that night, boy. Rachel, I'm gonna step on your foot real hard. You're going to cry. Something's gonna happen.
That's all right. My sons will be there, so I will have my bodyguards around.
That sounds like a promise. That sounds like a promise, G. That's a promise.
I'm telling you, it is so wonderful to see the authors.
And bring Jordan too, because then Jordan will be my sixth bodyguard.
she right. Hey, she ain't lying about that. Jordan love her some Rachel. Jordan loves her some Rachel. Definitely. But yeah, well, that's all. Well, you were saying something, Gina?
No, I was just adding on to what Rachel said. It is so awesome to see the support that the authors get.
Yeah.
When they come to the Distinguished Authors Guild, the family support, the friends support. It is so awesome to see that, and I think it's heartfelt to them as well.
Gina, I might have to get on stage and say a couple of words too this year, man. You gotta let me say something. I gotta say something, okay? You know how I do. I mean, I can clown, but I can get real serious. I can get real serious too. I won't do the clown, but I can do some real serious stuff too, man. Shout out to Zena Calais too, man. One of the best poets ever out there. Okay, erotic poetry. Handle your business, girl. Yes. Anyway, man, thank you, Rachel, for coming through. It never fails. Okay, we leave on the Thursday, last show of the week for us with a great feeling and with great knowledge. All right, we're getting them nuggets. Okay, we're getting full. Okay, we're gonna have to start exercising. We gotta make sure we don't put that. We got the nuggets. We don't want to make sure that we get overweight with that. All right, but maybe we should get overweight with it. Maybe we should. Let's get fat.
I
want your wallet to get overweight. That's the reason for the nuggets.
Yeah, from poverty to
I like that. Overweight.
Hey, Rachel, we're not talking about FAT. We talk about PHAT.
Right.
Pretty hot and tempting.
Right.
Hey, that's a good idea. When hey Gina, when Rachel comes through the door, we're gonna play the overweight knowledge in the house. Overweight knowledge in the house.
No, we not. I'm gonna have to get on the side with the security.
No, I mean it in a good. Rachel, you know what I meant, right? I meant it in a good way.
I know what you meant, but I had to take a moment of zen for you.
A moment of
but
zen.
No, hey, we gotta have that moment of zen. It keeps us cleansed, keeps our minds focused. So I'm up to meditate 3 times a day about it.
That's all good, but we can't wait to see you guys there at the Distinguished Authors Guild. But we're giving you a preview every Tuesday and Wednesday now because they're going to be here. Before we go, Gina mentioned one day, she said, well, one day I'm not going to be there. So that means that they can't come with us, Gina? We can't talk to them?
Yeah, you can talk to them.
But you got to be there. You got to be there. She got to be. Did you hear that, Mo? I picked up on it.
She is the Distinguished Authors Guild.
Yeah,
we're giving her full props. She is Distinguished Authors Guild. She must be there.
I'm gonna feel left out though.
Like, man, come on. Like we felt you last week, even though you wasn't there. Okay, me and Mo and Steve took it to another level. We knew, but they can come on, Gina. If you're not here, we got you.
Okay.
We got you. But
I think they all already been set up for the whole month.
Got you. Okay. Anyway,
bless you.
Thank you, Rachel. Again, Rachel. Always a pleasure, man. We get fed. We appreciate you for coming through and hanging out with us every Thursday.
I appreciate the opportunity to always have opportunity to come on Dope Living TV and talk to the most amazing group of individuals that I have the honor to be not only just speak to online, speak to offline, and have a circle of people who are moving and who are about growth. Love it every week.
All day, every day, man. It's Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys next week, all right? Have a great one. Peace.